Operation Epic Fury.
Statistics or headlines. These were 6 American service members who kissed their families goodbye, put on the uniform of the greatest nation on earth, and flew into harm's way so you and I can sleep safely at night. The KC-135 Stratotanker is the backbone of American air operations. It's been serving our military since the Eisenhower administration, and our airmen trust these aircraft with their lives every single day. Now, 13 service members have been killed in Operation Epic Fury, and 13 families have been destroyed, and 13 empty seats at dinner tables across America. President Trump himself attended the dignified transfer of the 6 fallen heroes just this past Saturday, honoring their sacrifice the way a commander-in-chief should. While the left obsesses over their political vendettas, our president is standing with Gold Star families. And this is the cost of freedom, and every American needs to understand the sacrifice these warriors and their families make. The investigation is ongoing, but these heroes deserve our undivided attention and our eternal gratitude. So, when I think about the physical demands of our service members endure every single day, it reminds me how something personal I need to share with you guys on this one. For years, my wife battled chronic pain and anxiety from her diagnosis, endless doctor visits, treatments that just didn't help, and watching her struggle daily. It broke my heart. Then Jonathan Otto introduced us to red light therapy. Her pain vanished, her anxiety lifted, and she's sleeping soundly now, full of energy and life again. And my own recovery and vitality, better than guys half my age. And I'm telling you, this has been truly life-changing for our family. But here's what you need to know. This technology is backed by NASA research, it's FDA cleared, and studies show rapid pain relief. And our military personnel put their bodies through incredible stress serving this nation. The least we can do is take care of ourselves and our families. Check out red light therapy and see how it can transform your life the way it transformed ours. Now let me get back to this developing story because there's more you need to hear about what happened in Iraq. So here's what the mainstream media isn't telling you about this tragedy. CENTCOM has confirmed that a second KC-135 was involved in this incident and managed to land safely in Israel. We're now seeing footage of HC-130J Combat King II rescue aircraft flying low over western Iraq, desperately searching for the crash site. The cause wasn't hostile fire, it was not friendly fire, and officials are pointing to a possible mid-air collision between the 2 refueling aircraft. The investigation is just beginning, but the questions are mounting. So let me show you exactly what we're learning from multiple sources on the ground. Let's take a look. So we have from Colin Rugg breaking, a U.S. KC-135 refueling aircraft has gone down in western Iraq, according to U.S. Central Command. Recovery efforts are currently underway, and it states that the U.S. Central Command is aware of the loss of a KC-135 refueling aircraft. The incident occurred in friendly airspace. If you guys ever want to know what a KC-135 does, let's take a look. That's going to be a pretty cool job. There is somebody down at the bottom that's actually watching how that goes and like, hey, little to the left, little to the right, and they call it out for the pilot so they see. So when the night skies hold powerful American aircraft, tragedy strikes as a KC-135 goes down over Iraq. And Brandon Straka at the White House tells us more about the devastating incident. From Brandon Straka at Walkaway. From Jackie Heinrich, CENTCOM confirms a U.S. KC-135 was lost. Let's see what she says.
CENTCOM says a KC-135 refueling aircraft was lost over Iraq in friendly airspace during Operation Epic Fury. Rescue efforts are ongoing. There were 2 aircraft involved in this incident. One of them went down. The other landed safely, according to CENTCOM. The military says the cause was not friendly or hostile fire, Brett.
All right, Jackie Heinrich live in the North Lawn. Jackie, thank you.
So they're making that distinction because just about a week ago, we lost 3 or 4 F-15Es, and those were due to friendly fire. Essentially, the only thing that could take down our aircraft is ourselves or our own weapons, because the entirety of the Chinese, they pre-deployed their best air assets there, that China and Russia did. They sold them to Iran and said, oh, America can't get through this. Well, they were all gone after 30 seconds. And we did lose 3 F-15E Strike Eagles last week, and that was due to our own air systems or one of our allies using our own weapons to take down our own planes. From the grounds of the White House, we now turn to footage that suggests U.S. rescue aircraft are searching for the fallen KC-135. Let's see what these guys are doing in Iraq. Yeah, they're out there. It looks like they're scanning over the down crash sites. See if we can zoom in a little bit, make it a little bit easier to see. see here. Yeah, you can see the American aircraft trying to figure out what's going on, and one is on the ground, unfortunately. So that showed footage from the combat team rescue aircraft flying low over western Iraq, looking for the KC-135 crash site. With reconnaissance efforts underway, confirmation from ABC News now tells us that all heroic crew members have perished in the crash. We dive deeper in the implications of these losses. From ABC News, all 6 crew members aboard a KC-135 were killed when the aircraft went down in friendly airspace in western Iraq. We got some images of that happening inside of there. Let's see.
Central Command now says all 6 service members involved in a plane crash in Iraq are dead. They say the refueling plane crashed after an incident with another plane in western Iraq and say it was not caused by hostile or friendly fire.
Earlier today, we had gotten word that 4 of the 6 were now confirmed to be deceased, but now all who are aboard. Typically, the crew of a KC-135 is about 3 individuals, 2 pilots, as well as the boom operator who handles that long boom that connects to another plane to refuel it. Sometimes you have additional crew members, depending on the mission. Potentially, if this was a long duration flight, there might be a switchover of crews, and that's why there's double the number of individuals aboard this aircraft. Now, what we do know is that there was another KC-135 that was traveling with this one that went down in over western Iraq yesterday, and that refueler was able to land safely. Now, questions are being raised about what exactly may have happened because, again, U.S. Central Command says, and they're stressing emphatically that there was no hostile fire and no friendly fire. But sometimes for an aircraft of this size to go down, maybe there was some kind of a collision involved. And so that's one of the things that we keep asking, trying to find out whether that was the cause of this plane going down. Was there something mechanical? Was there something else? But either way, what we do know now is that all 6 aboard have now been confirmed. And that brings the number of U.S. service members who have been killed since the start of Operation Epic Fury is now 13.
So here's the truth the establishment doesn't want you dwelling on. While President Trump is executing Operation Epic Fury to protect American interest and project strength against our enemies, our brave service members are paying the ultimate price. 13 Americans have now given their lives in this operation. And Joint Chiefs General Dan Raisin Kane said it best, our service members make an incredible sacrifice to go forward and do the things that the nation asks of them. These airmen knew the risks. They volunteered anyways. They believed in the mission and they believe in America. The left wants you to be distracted by their endless investigations and political theater. But the real story is the courage of young Americans who strapped into aircraft and fly into danger zones so that freedom survives. And that story, that is the story that matters. And that's the sacrifice that deserves our attention. So 6 American heroes are gone. Tonight, folks, 6 families are shattered, and 6 warriors who believed in something greater than themselves made the ultimate sacrifice for this nation. And President Trump stood at Dover Air Force Base for their dignified transfer because that's what real leadership looks like. That's what respecting our military looks like. And I want you to share this video so that every American knows the names of these fallen heroes when they're released. I want you to comment below and tell me, do you think our service members get the recognition they deserve from the mainstream media? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts on that. But also subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story about the men and women who defend our freedom. And hey, if you guys want to show your support for American First Values, check out the Next News merchandise at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com. We need to honor these warriors every single day. For Next News Network, I'm Tom McCullough. Stay informed, stay free, and God bless.
The system controls information. Information control is power. I want you to see this. Truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.